Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. I have my crystal ball off to the side, so I will be scrying throughout this message. If you're new to my channel, my readings are a little different. If you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do. If it doesn't resonate with you, if you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. So you'll probably hear this really loud fly buzzing, and it just entered in for this reading, and watch it leave somewhere after halfway, I bet you. This is like a message fly. My message fly. All right, let's see. Let's get into this. Taking a step aside. Allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking from Arcturian light codes. What are you doing? What you working at? Like, we hear it, we just don't see it. And then we have Thor light codes. So we have a lot about light codes coming through. Light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. So both of these are saying recalling power. One says recalling power, the other one says power recall. So there's definitely something here about regaining power. Because of the emphasis on the third eye, I'm also seeing like a reclaiming one's own command or authority. Let's see. We'll get into this. And then we have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Okay. I'm going to be honest, it feels a little bit like somebody here, there's something has recently taken place, whether it's just inside the mind space or the heart space, or if it is something inside your 3D, that has really kind of shook the foundations of something that maybe you've been holding on to for a little while, that's caused you to release the known shore. This is causing somebody to open up into their true personal power. There feels like there's this like alignment of the internal masculine, internal feminine energies that is taking place. So our conscious mind with our subconscious mind, the masculine protective aspects that we have within us, along with the nurturing feminine energy that we have within us, all coming together to create some sort of alignment here where there's something that's moving, something that's happening. When we have this Lemuria card, this is not necessarily speaking to me about a place or like a past life or anything like that. It's about an event, and the event is right here, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So there's something here that someone is actually actualizing, activating for themselves within their life, within their 3D. Maybe it's just within themselves, right? Within your belief system. That's the most powerful place for it to happen, because then it's far-reaching. And there's an energy here that it feels like it's come back online in some way. Okay. I'm going to say this, a lot of lost lands energy. We have Mintakan, longing for home, belonging to the original light workers, protection, again, calling back your power, cut cords, soul retrieval, and unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, past lives. So again, I feel like there's something that we've had to release. There's something here that maybe we've held on to in some way because it was comfortable, because it was known. We've recently released that. We have this energy of like these lost lands, like aspects of ourself, entire like soul continents, soul like planetary like energies within ourselves that we didn't remember that we had. Think about the planets. They all represent the archetypal energies that are within us, displaying themselves into our life, our thinking, our heart space, our 3D. If there was another planet, which is what this card is suggesting, that may be lost to the collective. Well, this is where someone has regained that. It's like regaining, I think there was a reading that I did last week that talked about reactivating some sort of ancient role or ancient energy within oneself, and that's kind of what this is throwing me into. It's like activating something that has laid dormant for a very long time, and this isn't just like my powers of like my powers of like digesting fiber or picking up a paintbrush. That's huge in its own way, right? I'm really getting that the energy of the space is somebody who's having it happen on a massive spiritual level. Like someone who all of a sudden it's like they believe in themselves and they remember that energy is actually very easy, their beliefs are not, and they're able to heal people. I'm like, this is like big energy that I'm getting. I don't normally get this type of big energy that often, because these sorts of like massive changes for people, they do take time and they happen in their own time. But this one's pretty big. Someone here, and it's all due to this. It's like we remembered who we are and we said no more to something. Calling back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. There was something inside our life that was draining us for a very long time. For some of you, this may even be a narrative. It may be a storyline that you had. It could be, for example, since it's sitting opposite, if you were losing power to a storyline about a place of origin. It could be that for some people. Others of you find a great sense of power in this, and so keep at it. But this is just an energy where there's something that we held on to, something that made us comfortable, something that made us safe, something that maybe wasn't safe. It's what we were used to, that someone has released, and this has allowed them to kind of come back online in a very deep way. Okay. Whew. I'm probably talking faster because that's a lot of energy. Let's see. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where are we going? We're going here. Nope, we're not. We're going here. Okay. 3 cards. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Let's see. 3. Okay. So our first 3 cards that are coming out, we have the Death card again, something transformed. Death card is like the changing of the guard. It's like the who I was before and who I decide I'm going to be now. It's very different. It's a very different energy. Now, one of the reasons why I read it that way about who I was before is because the man that's sitting in the foreground represents institutionalized access to the divine, whereas the woman who's kneeling, not facing the Death card, is representing the Dawn Maiden. So it's basically like it's the natural order, and someone has shifted from that. They've shifted from who it is that they thought they had to be, who it was that they were told they were, who it was that they always believed that they needed to be in order to fit inside of everybody's comfortable little box, right? And allowing yourself to be who it is that you actually are. Whoever this message is for, you're a force of fucking nature. And that's how this is coming out to me. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is like unstoppable. The Knight of Swords here is unstoppable energy. I'm not seeing this as, even though it's sandwiched between the Death card and the 5 of, I will go ahead and read it that way because I do feel that might actually resonate for a few of you. I'll read it that way in a little bit. But first I want to talk about how it's really striking me. The Knight of Swords is all about like the mind, how powerful the mind actually is. When we have the Knight of Swords showing up in a reading that is about opening up your mind space, which opens up your heart space, which opens up your spirituality, the biggest thing that somebody can do is they can tell you that the mind is evil or that logic is evil. It's not the same thing as like ego structures. It's not the same thing as like all the other things that people talk about. But the biggest disservice someone can do for you in your self-evolution, your personal journey, and your spirituality is to tell you to ignore your mind. Okay, the point is to come into partnership with the mind and utilize the powers of the mind, because your beliefs, your actions, your conceptualizations, your ability to perceive, your ability to hold judgment, your ability to discern, all those things are what make you co-creator of your own universe. With the Knight of Swords, this is about being unstoppable in that space. Something has literally blown open for somebody. Like whatever ceilings we've placed ourselves inside, whatever boxes we've limited ourselves within, these have blown open. We have the 5 of Swords showing up next to that. And so when we have the 5 of Swords, this can be winning at all costs. It's almost like when someone has perceived this, they're not stopping for anything. It's like, you can't stop me now. The 2 of these together are insanely powerful. I will read it the other way, like I said I would, real fast. One of the things that I am seeing is that because there is this sort of, almost like when I'm stepping into this line, it's almost like having been controlled for so long. There can definitely be some war energy that's manifesting for someone as they're stepping into this space. Just be very mindful of that, because when you're in this space, you are a manifester, and the things that you are angry about right now may not be the things that you're angry about tomorrow, okay? Just a little bit of a warning for somebody. Here with the 2 of Wands, I'm reading from the bottom now. Apparently here from the 2 of Wands, we have some sort of decision that we have to make in terms of our balance. So yeah, definitely for those of you who do have that anger, you want justice, you want revenge. This is kind of saying I mean, seriously, like justice is on the bottom. It's just saying like hold off a little bit. Like let the dust settle, let yourself cool down a little bit, because if the justice is worth pursuing, you'll still pursue it after that. This is about appropriate use of this energy. Okay, so when we have this Two of Wands into the Temperance card, this is also saying, for those of you who resonate with the other storyline, it's about this decision in terms of how to align various aspects. How do I go forward in the 3D having this information now, or this loss of information in some cases? Sometimes information can be the prism. And when we have the Temperance card, a lot of times people read that as alchemy, and absolutely it is. But the Temperance, for me, in this context, is when the things that are happening inside of our experience are becoming so heavy, they're going deep, deep, deep down into the root. This is where transformation is taking place, deep down inside of someone's most like unconscious spaces. It's like certain things are coming up now to be made conscious because we've kind of opened up a gateway of understanding, right? We don't need certain structures to be in place in order for us to not feel threatened anymore. We're able to see beyond that. So this is really beautiful energy, because what happens in that space is this is the card of Ma'at. And when you think about Ma'at, think about the story of her. It's that the hearts of the dead are weighed inside of her scales, and what you're looking for is that the heart is lighter than the feather. There's a lightening of soul that's happening here. This is a massive karmic clearing that takes place whenever we have this sort of lightening of soul. Remember that one of the things that is involved in that is being unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, past lives. Okay. I do feel that for some of you there is a little bit of a moment of rest that's required here to relax, to rejuvenate, because whatever this is, like I said, it's a big energy. It had me going really fast in the beginning of this reading because it was just a lot of energy. So you may need to take a little bit of time for yourself, recharge, sleep more, make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. And this is the last card. This is alchemy. So the Lover's card is about alchemy. It's about the merging of the White King and the White Queen through Mercury. And there's this or Salt, Sulfur, Mercury. Those are the three that are shown inside the traditional Rider-Waite. And as I'm saying that, tornado sirens going off. So I think that someone really paying attention to your own alchemical process right now is very important. Okay. One more card. Okay, I'm hearing one more card. And we're going down here. Six of Pentacles. There is this, and this is a universal thing right now. It's not about you and a person. I'm not going to tell you what it is in your life, but as the reader, what it's striking me as is that you and the universe here are equal give and exchange. So there's definitely a co-creative space that has opened up for somebody. Again, I think I said this in yesterday's reading. Massive themes of manifestation coming through inside of the readings lately, and this one's no different. This one isn't necessarily about manifestation per se, so much as it is about a person really opening up to their true identity, their true self, right? The identity that has no identity. It's like extremely powerful space, and because someone has opened up into this, it's like we've blown open the lid on certain ways of thinking and certain things that we've needed to make sense of things, certain structures that we needed in order to like catalog and frame things and understand things for ourselves. Those are gone, and because those are gone, there's these other things that have been beneath the surface in our unconscious that are now boiling up to be recognized and observed. And this is causing like a massive shift for somebody in terms of lightening their karmic load. So I'm gonna leave this here. Whoever's message this is amazing. This is pretty profound energy. I love it. And if this resonates with you, please hit the like button. And until next time.